Hello friends, just a quick message today to remind you to stay out of fear. You can't be in fear and be in love at the same time. It's one or the other. I wonder if you're familiar with Gerald Jampolsky. He created the Centers for Attitudinal Healing, and he wrote a wonderful book called Love is Letting Go of Fear. Love is letting go of fear. Fear is what blocks us from experiencing all of the love and joy and happiness and peace that is our birthright. But how do we get rid of the fear? That's the question. A Course in Miracles says God can't take away your fear because he didn't make your fear. You created your own fear, and therefore you are the one who has to take it away from yourself. And the way that I have found really effective for reducing fear is to not focus on it, because what you give your attention to grows. The wolf that you feed is the one that gets big, right? And focus on the things that are beautiful in life. Focus on the things that bring you peace. But because we are animals and because our nervous systems are wired to keep us safe, we're always on the lookout for danger. We're always in survival mode, looking for the thing that might be the end of us. And that keeps us in constant fear unless we learn how to turn that around and not give into it, not feed into it, not focus on it. So pay attention to where you give your attention, to what you focus on, and ask yourself, is that serving me? Is worrying about what's going on in the world making my life better? Is fretting over the things that could go wrong making me a better person? I don't think so. Those things drag you down. They lower your vibration. They suck the energy out of you. They're not good for you. Yeah, you have to be familiar with the dangers in the world. Like, you need to know that you could get hit by a car when you cross the street and look both ways. But you don't need to spend 23 hours a day worrying about the traffic and the possibility of being hit by a car when you're home, safe in your bed. So fear has a place, but it's a very limited place, and it's not something that we want to constantly feed. So if you notice that watching the news or scrolling online, doom scrolling, is making you feel anxious and fearful, don't do it. Don't do that to yourself, my friends. It is not good for you. It is not improving your life. And we are here to be creative beings, to be happy and joyful and peaceful beings. That is our natural state. That is how babies come into this world before they are conditioned with, oh, you better be careful and you better watch out and things are dangerous. Babies don't know that. They just laugh when they're happy and cry when they're sad and move on with their lives, and they don't spend hours worrying about things. That is the natural state. So in the Bible, every time angels show up, the first thing they say always is fear not. That is what they say, fear not. We are not meant to be fearful. And if you find yourself in fear, you got to ask yourself, what is that all about? Why can I not stop fearing something? And what do I believe that is making me scared? Because not all beliefs are true. In fact, every belief, B-E-L-I-E-F, has a big lie in the middle of it. You don't have to believe things that make you feel bad and that make you scared. And that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you for showing up. I really appreciate your attention to this message. I'm Teresa McGallagher, and I love you. Bye-bye.